button. Hey gang, I'm glad you're all here. My name's Tom. Right there, that's my name. My hair is fucking out of control tonight. Nap earlier and got all out of sorts. This is Off the Grid, where a couple times a month we gather to watch some weird stuff I found on the internet. We all enjoy it like the enjoyers we do. Gmail, that's not important. Oh, I like that sound. I need to check on that here in a second. But tonight, here in a second, we will be watching Texas Championship Wrestling. For those of you who do not know, it was Gary Hart's attempt to combat USWA running in Dallas. Except he used most of the same wrestlers. So, it was, yeah, it's interesting. But hello to everybody in the Roddick Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat across all mediums, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, the Dead Realm. I'm sure there are ghosts watching. It's Friday night, things get spooky. But yeah, glad to have you all here. Speaking of YouTube, shout out to the members of my weirdo empire over there, my YouTube members. Of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Dermody, Jacob Kennedy, Peyton Andrews, Yankee Hawk 04, Bam Dog, Adam Simon, Come Here Spiffy, as well as Tim Collins, Brent Clark, Anthony Marola, Stephen J. Neptune Man, Brian McDonald, Adam Suzanne, the Suzanimal, Sean Fox, Jesse, Jamie, Impa, Wild Woobs, Bagsley, Casual Villainy, Brenticus Maximus, The Advocate of Enochiism, Toroid 11, Dave in Syracuse, everybody's friend Jonathan Mayer, The Scott Keith, Hidden Track, Izzy McClure, Jason Honeycutt, Artmaster Supreme, Champagne and JD, Brandon, Jacob, where the fuck did Jacob from? Brandon Davidson, Ken Terminated DQ, Brando H, Dama Bauer, Ninja Towler, Black King, Coop, Active Graves, Mark Webster, Justin aka the Buddha Bull, Unpop, Sean Connell, Number One Gunkel, El Hio del Santo Gold, Kubla 1972, Philip Romaine, Joseph Dowd, Judas Effect, Ghost of Burt Prentice, generic footy fan, Cloud121D, Joshua Kuhn, Edsel Mask, Will Hall, Jeff Landry Comedy, Rolling Gollum, Connecticut White Cotton Panties fan, Coop's Footy Vids, much better than Coopy's Foot Vids, as well as D Cribs, and our newest member, Canyon03. Who better? Thank you all so much for popping down your wallets and throwing your support behind me in the streams that way. I agree, El Hio del Santo Gold, great name. So we're going to get into the show. We're 4 minutes in, we haven't watched a damn second of wrestling yet. And then after we watch the show tonight, of course, I'll preview what's happening on WCW Deep Cuts Live on Twitch this Tuesday. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else going on. So let's go. Shout out to Armstrong Alley, aka Crispy Lettuce, for finding this and initially throwing it online. How is the Texas Championship Wrestling, but also it's the World Federation?
Welcome to
Hey Steve-O, 2:02 a.m. in Lisbon, Portugal. Hello, hello. Also shout out to J Lover 911. I saw who your uncle is.
And to show you some of that class, two of the most exciting young men
I love
today,
the Christmas
show you
lights.
their reason, their will to become the best in their business.
The best in this
To
business.
become a champion is not just to be out practicing.
Okay, this is Rod Price and Steve Austin, some guy I've never heard of.
Outside the gym. And these guys,
This is just
Steve
straight up
Austin,
an
I call him the
Outrunners
Mean Green
venue.
Machine because he went to what was then North Texas State and played a little football, a lot of football. And over here, Rod Price, the California stud, who also played football. And with the
Holy
same
shadows, Batman.
what
Yeah,
you're
Steve
getting
who?
here, callous
Yeah, they're
is
just
on your
picking
hand.
up what appear to be
What is the idea here of
pieces of a dilapidated building.
Well, lifting and throwing, it all comes down to the same thing, staying in shape.
Also, Big Stupid Grin, hello, hello. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm not putting GWF before GWF.
And over here, Rod Price.
GWF was Joe Pedicino's thing to do a national promotion. This was a way to
I'm no better. I get out here and I work.
this was a way to start up a new Dallas territory.
Tough to be a champ. Tough is what this is. These two,
R.I.P.
Steve
Gary
Austin,
Mercer.
Rod Price, the Mean Green Machine, California stud, champion, getting calluses ready for their
Yeah,
next
Steve Austin does look like the boss. Yeah. I love the high fives.
Austin and Stud, a pair of the young men who will be taking part in our first bout. And the other half of that big event, the Simpsons, Steve and Sean from South
Bill
Africa.
Mercer, not Gary.
Now, this is the kind of
Look at
business that
this.
could really
Look at these
fit in.
guys.
You know, if you get tired
Brothers
during the day,
cuddling.
you put mattresses here at Mattress Inn, just lie down and take a rest.
I love to
Sure,
cuddle with my
the
brother
the
beside a
world of
stack
wrestling.
of
Two the most
mattresses.
exciting young men
And
I've ever
R.I.P.
seen in
Bill
this
Mercer.
business. Sean and Steve Simpson.
Only man to both
Both of us,
cover
all
both the
three of us,
JFK
back, got a bit
assassination
away
and
from business a little bit,
hang
but we're all
out
coming back together.
with
Sean here was
Sean
the
and
youngest
Steve
junior
Simpson.
heavyweight champion when he beat Eric Embry in the world. And Steve, well, you know, has just excited people everywhere. Good to see you guys again.
Sean over here, former champion, great wrestler, and Steve over here fucking sucks.
You're still active, huh?
This is the fun part right here. In a minute, we'll show you the real tough part about this business.
Oh, the tough part. Yeah, I know. I've moved the mattress around the house. What have you been doing, Steve?
You've been doing. I've been hidden in this stack of
From
mattresses.
making great money, I suddenly found myself, wow, from one extreme to the other, zero income. So we got together and we said, no, we got to start a family.
What 80s
business,
rock band
build it
is
like a
this?
Family with my father's
Yeah, they were. They
guidance,
were
my
supposed to be the new
brother's
Von
help.
Erichs.
We built it from scratch. I mean, there was a parking lot here where we began.
One of the things that impresses me in knowing the way you two wrestle and your background, that
Way
you
you
bring
wrestle.
now an additional spirit and speed and excitement to the ring when you come in. And I look forward to that, Steve.
You know, what
Oh,
I'm
there was
really
an edit
in,
there. Love the
muscle,
close-up.
a heavy bulk, heavyweight wrestler kind of thing. I have to make up with speed and high-flying, quick moves in and out. So I've got to be sure that when I'm in there with the heavy...
They
I've
look
got to
like
copy 4 or 5
the
times
lady
to
wrestler
every one of
Bambi
theirs.
if
We
she
have
was
to
a
be
dude.
smarter than our opponents. Is what, like Steve says, what we lack in size, we have to make up in other forms of wrestling.
Well, I can visualize you throw these guys around like
Like
you
they're
toss
just
these
doing
guys.
1985 World
Great to see the
Class.
Simpsons back. We look
That's
forward
what this
to
show
seeing
is.
Championship wrestling.
I mean, it makes sense. It's all the same
All
crew
back.
Thanks, Will.
since Jerry
And now
Jarrett
meet
took over the
Texas World
Sportatorium.
Federation Championship Wrestling's matchmaker, a Gary Hart you haven't seen before.
This is music to my ears. I'm still
What
here
is
in my office,
happening?
and I'm watching the show right along with you. And for all the women that ever had anything bad to say about Gary Hart when I was a manager, you're going to really love that I took over as the matchmaker.
What is he
Because
going
I'm
on
bringing
about?
Sean and Steve Simpson, two of the best looking and best wrestlers in the sport
Ladies
today. And also
that used to sleep with me when I was a manager,
of Austin and another guy by the name of
you're gonna want to fuck all my
Like it.
wrestlers.
Check it out.
So
the Metroplex Arena, sporting events.
Gary
and
Hart
concerts.
was the
Hey,
shoot
let me tell you
booker
about the
of this
great events coming up
promotion.
in the latter part of November and all of December. Now, on November 30th,
He had to
the music,
babyface
The
himself
Call,
so that he
great rock group, great sound.
could
And
like
then
book the
on
shows
December
and
1st,
go out into the
Texas Championship
community
Wrestling
and
again.
get like sponsorships.
And we look to a great event.
He can't
on
be a
December
heel.
8th. It's amateur boxing, the ABF. And you see some of the great young talent in the boxing today.
Like this just looks
We've
like a
got on
roller ring.
December 12th, some more great music. The Extreme and Danger,
Holy shit, they
Danger,
let you do a leg
sponsored
drop
by
off the
The
top
Edge,
rope?
KDGE.
That's awesome.
Christmas. Christmas. It's always great to have a wrestling match on Christmas night, and that's what we have.
I agree.
Texas Championship Wrestling. And then on December 31st, let's wave out 1990 and start in 1991 with a big New Year's Eve party right
It
here.
feels
at
so
the
weird
Metroplex Arena,
to
sponsored
hear
by The
Bill
Edge.
Mercer talk
The
about
Metroplex
1991.
Arena, 9244 Markville, just south of LBJ off Greenville. Join us here. The
I
Metroplex
think
Arena.
Gary Hart helped run that building.
Ooh-wee. Your international
Yeah,
house of
KP. I'm pretty sure
pancakes
Gary
restaurant
Hart was
Golden
like
Country with
the
a big
event
country
booker
breakfast.
for the
Look
building.
at this. Chicken fried steak and country gravy with
Hell
eggs,
yeah.
potatoes, and 3 lips.
Onto
spanking
padding,
buttermilk
okay. I'm like, why the fuck are they
pancakes,
letting you
or
jump on your
biscuit gravy
tailbone
with
in the
country
ring?
Sausage and eggs and potatoes and a plate full of buttermilk pancakes. Come and get it. Big country breakfast, just $4.99, served all day, every day.
Internet. Oh, that's an International House of Restaurants.
Everybody's gotta have shoes. But if the price is too steep or they
If your shoes are dancing like that by themselves.
Hi, I'm George Zimmer, president of the Men's Warehouse. And now I'm doing for shoes what I do for men's
Pretty big
clothing.
advertisers.
We have
Men's
quality,
Warehouse,
famous
IHOP.
maker shoes for a lot less than you'd expect to pay.
Could you
somewhere
imagine the
else. I
poor
guarantee
store
it.
employee that has set up all those shoes around George Zimmer?
Men's Warehouse has shoes.
Here we go, the Metroplex. Oh, they're piping in generic music into the TV feed. Can't see a damn thing. Just zooming into fog. Okay, it's Steve Austin and Rod Price. Listen, I hope this is like replacement music. Holy shit, they have Christmas lights on the ring steps. I love it. Oh, Dawn. I've heard of her. Dawn. Oh, yeah. World Federation Champion. This is Texas Championship Wrestling, not World Federation Championship Wrestling.
The Simpsons in a high-flying opening bout here on Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling.
That's not the name of the promotion. Like, literally, I checked in on it because I had heard that when I was skimming through here for, oh, hey, look, they're pretty.
Young men originally from South Africa, now live in Dallas.
No, but I was checking because I had heard that when I was skimming through here to edit the little social media trailers. And no, the promotion's called Texas Championship Wrestling.
Is Doyle King.
This is a tag team event scheduled for one
Doyle
fall
King,
with a 15-minute time limit.
legend of the sportatorium himself, quote unquote.
Weighing in at a combined weight of 410 pounds, the sensational Simpson brothers.
The canvas even says Texas Championship Wrestling. Where are we getting this world shit from?
Their opponents for this bout, combined weight 500.
The Simpsons are also wearing Peg Bundy leggings, like Cactus Jack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first episode of the TV.
And this is Texas World Federation.
Yeah, Rod Price and Steve Austin are gigantic.
Nice to have you with us.
They're
Nice
the
to be
width
back,
of
bringing
like
class to
7 people by
wrestling.
themselves.
And here, the opening of a tremendous bout.
Fritz was out of the game. USWA was running
Long
Dallas.
hair. Who will be the first man
To
of the
answer
ring.
you, Jay Lover. This was Gary Hart trying to get back in the game, trying to overtake USWA because they wouldn't book his ass. Incident 73, thank you for the sub over on Twitch. I always say I put those subs in a syringe, I stick them in my butt cheek, and then I get big and strong like Rod Price.
Sam a little later on during this important event. Bringing you a new world of professional wrestling.
Gonna make the bug a little smaller. It's not so overwhelming to the action. Yeah, Austin has hair like up to here. Very impressive.
Austin.
Are they actually keeping time up on the scoreboard there? That's awesome. Hey, Nathan.
Right there. It's hey quickness.
Yeah, this is November 90.
Out. Chasing Steve. Putting him in a position where they
Rookie year Steve
have to
Austin.
Run and run. Kind of like the run and shoot in football that Austin certainly well
Yeah,
knows.
Gary Hart,
Chase somebody all over the field. Nice
if he
move
didn't
off
like
the
you,
rope.
he would talk
Shoves
some
him up.
mad shit
On
about
the
you.
shoulder. Putting Simpson on the
Yeah.
And the mean
God, look at those empty bleachers.
Austin.
Poor guys.
And the first big blow in those big shoulders into Steve Simpson. Little check with Sean over here in the corner. Right back in that head.
I like Austin and Price's tights.
Those muscles ripple on Steve Austin.
I think Bill Mercer like has a crush on Steve
Gonna
Austin.
try to move it again. Nice job there, moving underneath. Oh, Austin saw what Simpson was going to do. Come up, probably put a high.
Like Austin's is not as good as he would have been later, but he does not look like a rookie at all.
20-minute time limit. Rolling along.
Like he was good immediately.
Our first event on Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling. Hope you'll join us every time we're out.
Angel Master, Baby Austin versus Los Hios del Jungle. Jim Steele looks trippy. Hey Troy, this is the Metroplex Arena in Dallas, Texas. This was like a general like family entertainment center that Gary Hart was running at the time.
And Simpson is still the official combatant in the ring. And Austin and California State have not decided to change yet.
I always remember when Rod Price wrestled in ECW. Anytime he was on TV, Joey Styles would make sure to shoehorn in, you know, he used to be Steve Austin's partner 8 years ago. I'm like, way to just make everybody involved in this look. Oh my God, that was stiff power slam, body slam, not power slam. But way to make everything look completely lowbrow.
Simpson hanging in, working the shoulder, and a California stud. Having a little trouble now as he's replaced by
Two Steves. I was confused. Why are the Simpsons starting a chant for Steve Austin? But no, I forgot one of them, Steve Simpson.
And Sean Simpson moves in. I said these two young men, the Simpsons, are entrepreneurs. They have a
I think he landed on his forehead.
retail mattress concern. Put on the bottom rope. That's
I still can't get over
break.
the Simpsons
By the official.
did their promo in a mattress store. Just laying by mattresses. Oh God, that cameraman almost ate shit trying to get on the apron. That was awesome. That was so good.
Played professional football for the Oakland Raiders and then later the San Diego Chargers.
You know, I try not to be an asshole about wrestlers being small, but like, I do not for a second believe that Rod Price would have had trouble pushing the Simpsons up against the ropes.
The Macho Men are out of the ring.
The Macho Men. It'd be like if I call on an indie team the American Nightmares.
Time rolling along.
I think their day jobs were like fucking 20-year-old girls.
Metroplex Arena is where we're located in Dallas, just off 635
Dallas.
Greenville Avenue in Markville. It's the most convenient place in town. Got a lot of time.
That's incredible. I'm very proud of you, Nathan. It is hard getting up on a ring apron, especially as tall as you are. So the fact that you were able to do it with essentially no hands, very, very proud of you. That's skill. Hey, DMP, we just started. No worries. No need to apologize.
Well barred up. Now he's going to exchange with his brother. Here comes Steve. They're going to do a jump on the shoulder.
A jump on the shoulder. Oh yeah.
And once again,
I think that's what the double axe handle should be called from now on. The jump on the shoulder.
good turn on the arm. Takedown. Now the arm stretch.
Yeah.
Putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he pulled the hair back here where I still have it. Hey, Stephen J. Neptune Mania. This is the opening match.
Standing now. Oh, what a move.
I've never seen that before. A wrestler whose feet are so small that he could stand on his opponent's abs.
In charge in this bout.
That shows your experience. You know how to use your whole body to keep yourself up on an apron. He pulled my hair.
Well, we've got Steve and
Very impressed by how nice this show is so far. For a show that's being done in a roller rink.
Right now.
It looks pretty professional. AVP, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Oh, poor ref. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually like broke a rib there. Oh no, buddy.
And
Austin's like, get the fuck out of my ring.
And here comes another official out.
Yeah, I think the ref might actually be hurt. Like,
caught in the rope, twisting back and forth.
Referee weed dealer coming to the ring.
And it's going to be obviously a little while before he.
Yeah, the ringmaster deal where he had the stubble on his hair still. Yeah, I agree with you, Elias. That was weird.
Here, watch it again.
Oh, they're gonna replay it.
Stud off the rope, over underneath off the top, bashed into the rope.
Okay, it was clearly a planned spot, but he fucking tackled that dude.
Oh, and he like a.
No, Rod Price is not Max Muscle.
Really
No.
out.
Completely different
I'll tell you
guy.
what, let's take a break while they're ministering to the official, and we'll be
Like
right
they're
back
treating
on
it like a shoot, but there's
Championship
that looked too good up until he got
The
tackled.
Metroplex Arena, sporting
To
events
be
and
a
concerts.
shoot.
Hey, let me tell you about the great events coming up in the latter part of November and all of December. Now, on November 30th, the music, The Call, great rock group, great sound.
I'm sure
And then
you listen
on
to them.
December 1st,
Often.
Texas Championship Wrestling again. And we look to a great event on December 8th. It's amateur boxing, the ABF. And you see some of the great young talent. in the
Amateur Boxing
today.
Federation. Come
We've got
on.
on the December 12th,
Austin.
some more great music. The Extreme.
Early
and
20s,
Danger
I have to think.
Sponsored by The Edge, KDGE. Christmas. Christmas. It's always great to have a wrestling
Christmas.
match on Christmas night, and that's what we have. Texas Championship Wrestling. And then on December 31st, let's wave out 1990 and start in 1991.
I love that
with
little
the big
microphone
New
he
Year's Eve
has.
party right here at the Metroplex Arena, sponsored by The Edge. The Metroplex Arena, 9244 Markville, just south of LBJ off Greenville.
Yeah,
Join us here,
JW
the
Storm is
Metroplex
not
Arena.
Max Muscle. Different guy.
If you have an idea for a new product, then you know about the high risk all inventors face.
You realize
on the road
how
to discovery.
many
But I'd like to tell you about a company
drunk
that
off
can
their
help.
ass wrestling
Call the
fans
National
probably
Idea
called this
Center
number
right now, and you'll
because
receive
they
free
thought they
confidential
invented
forms.
like
It's a fact
weather
that most
strips
new ideas never hit the
or like
marketplace.
a new type of
But
beer
if you decide
can.
to take the chance, call
Markville
the
is a
National
great
Idea
place
Center
for
and you'll
wrestling. I didn't even
receive
catch
free
that,
information.
Shellcracker.
Call their
It's
local
awesome.
office right now.
The National Idea Center. Holy shit.
These dolls.
That shit aired at 7 p.m. on a weekday.
Toys are very loyal. And that is a fact.
They fucking aired Dolls at 7 p.m. on a weeknight.
All right, we're back.
That's legit
And
insane.
They're still ministering to the official over there, Bobby Turner.
Bobby Turner.
Bobby now coming up, holding his side. Probably strained some muscle.
They found an Amish doctor. Look at that cummerbund on this dude. I think he's actually
The
hurt.
official got shaken up and really took a terrible fall.
And now the referee is
and we're back and ready to go.
the world's oldest 13-year-old.
And Steve Austin, the Mean Green Machine.
They just called him Green. Holy shit! I love Bill Mercer.
Neck and the
Austin was 25. Thank you.
good drop across the knee there. Backbreaker by Steve Austin. Austin on top, trying for a count. 1, 2. Steve
Get that at
Austin
1. Fucking
just a
dickhead.
half count away from winning this bout. Austin and Stud.
Go, Stevie, go.
California Stud in. Perfect place to drop a big right hand on the ribs. And so Steve Simpson takes the brunt of the attack now. Well, the official has been helped out of the ring. John Renesto.
I will say,
And we continue
empty
the action
bleachers
on
aside,
at the Metroplex Arena.
for dying 1990 Dallas, not at the Sportatorium. This is a good crowd.
60 seconds left in the bout.
True, Paul. Okay, Paul. See, I don't watch football. I don't know. I know nothing about football. So that makes more sense than Bill Mercer just being a dick about Steve Austin being new to wrestling. Yeah, that ref definitely is the guy who's selling hot to the locker room.
Austin kicking into the midsection. See if they can work it up. About 30 seconds left.
Love Zuba's cameraman.
On the shoulders. 1, 2, and just in time, California Stud kicks Simpson in the side, and that protects the situation. Another great finish. This could be it.
Hey, Patrick Sacramento. Hello, hello.
Steve Austin. Simpson. Austin. Time running down.
Concussions Crazy Style said, why does everybody have such amazing hair back then? I don't know. We need to bring it back. I think I need to grow out some Steve Simpson hair.
Roll into the rope. Oh, and there's the bell. Time is run out.
The fucking ref ate up half the time limit.
Simpson and the California Stud.
What was the time limit? 7.5 minutes?
Steve Austin and the Simpson.
And the Simpson. Rod Price is like, listen, I'm pissed off about the time limit thing, but do you have my my dime bag? That is Steve Austin, yes. Little baby Steve Austin. Yeah, yeah. Why did the baby faces run away?
We got ripped off. Wait a minute.
We got ripped off when I
Here
look at
we had
Steve
a
Austin.
time limit bout, a tremendous bout between Simpsons, Stephen Shawn, Steve Austin, and the California Stud. The Simpsons are back in the dressing room. And I want to ask Steve, if the time had
Which
run
Steve?
out, Steve, in a great bout, you think the decision would have been different?
A real good match, Bill. I'll tell you something, though. Those are two
There's-
tough guys. I'm looking forward to going against
Taped
them again. But
5 hours
I feel
later.
like I'd like next time to have a longer time limit because
What happened to
what I give
Sean?
up in power and muscle size, I make up with
And
fitness
muscle
and endurance. I think if I'd gone
size.
that extra bit. The time was working with them and against us. With that bit of extra time, I'm almost positive. In fact, I am positive. Next time I'll have them. That's for sure.
Again, weren't
Steve,
there
where's
two
Shawn?
of you?
How does he feel about this?
I'm sure Sean's cooling off in the shower after something like that. It's been a while for the two of us.
My brother's in the
I'm sure
shower.
you'll answer all your questions. That was a tough match, mate, but I enjoyed it.
This is so awkward.
Well, Steve Austin, are you satisfied with the outcome of this bout?
Well, Mr. Mercer, when I think of the Simpson brothers, I think of a tag team.
Austin's already wearing jeans.
And, they
He could
know
not
each
have
other
gotten
well.
out of his
They
gear
work good as a
faster.
team. They're high flyers. They're different from the Stud and myself. We're
Hey,
high
other guys in the
power,
Hill locker room, could you
strength,
shut the
and of course,
fuck
a lot
up?
of brains. Now, we just had a match with the Simpsons, and
Yeah,
I've got to give them credit. They're a tough team.
Austin's
And
already
we had a
changed
little
out of his
more time.
gear.
We would've warmed down.
Sean Simpson's in the
But
shower. The match
yes, I
just
understand
ended a
the
minute
Simpsons,
ago.
But we might just have to pack them up in a box and ship them back to Africa.
Now, if you're going to wrestle the Simpsons again, would you change anything? Would you have a
That's
different
the ref
approach
talking to the
bout?
background, making deals.
I wouldn't change a thing. We got the power, we got the strength. We're some of the best conditioned athletes out there. We can go any time limit, any week. You know, when I think of the Simpsons, I think of Bart and Homer. I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but there were a couple of comics out there. And
A
next time
comic,
we get 'em,
couple
they're all
comics.
ours, baby, because there's nothing going to stop
Is
us.
it racist to tell a white person
Well,
to go
that's
back
a
to
hard choice
Africa?
of
I don't know,
words by
Teo
Steve
Cham.
Austin and the California
I
Stud, but a
don't
great
know if I'm the
match.
authority
We'll
to
see them
speak on that either.
The match again at some future date. We'll be right back with our second event here on Texas
Oh,
World
I'm
Federation
excited.
Championship Wrestling right after this.
Like, it's live to
The
tape
Metroplex
except for the
Arena,
promos that they
sporting
clearly
events and
shot
concerts. Hey, let
6
me tell you
hours
about the
later.
great events coming up in the latter part of November and all of December. Now,
They,
on November
we
30th,
will have the
music,
schedule
The Call,
memorized
Great rock group, great sound. And then on December 1st,
by the end of
Texas
this stream.
Championship Wrestling
Call.
again. And we look to a great event on December 8th. It's amateur boxing. The
Amateur.
ABF.
I love
You
when
see some
I
of the
love
great
people
young
who are
talent in
prim
the
and
boxing
proper and
today.
say
We've
amateur.
got on the December 12th.
We get
more
it.
Great
We are
music.
educated.
The Extreme and Danger Danger. Sponsored by The Edge, KDGE.
Danger, Danger. I didn't catch that Danger, Danger was the band. Like, they seem a little, like, I know they only had the one, like, kind of hit in America. They seem a little big to be playing a fucking roller rink in 1990.
Right here at the Metroplex Arena, sponsored by The Edge. The Metroplex Arena, 9244 Markville, just south of LBJ.
Such a Costco feel. Do you imagine Big Boom AJ and Big Justice at the Metroplex Arena?
International House of Pancakes restaurants are going.
We give drug dealer referee 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Big Boom.
Gravy with eggs, potatoes, and 3 lip-smacking buttermilk pancakes, or biscuits and gravy with country sausage and eggs and potatoes and a plate full of buttermilk pancakes. Come and get it. Big
Good on them for being able to get
breakfast,
IHOP.
$4.99,
I assume
served all
that
day,
Gary Hart
every
probably
day.
just had the station run their promos and wasn't selling ad time himself.
There are some things that are difficult for us to believe in.
Some people do see apparitions.
What this couple will experience
But it was so real.
opens the door to another world,
What's happening to us?
another dimension.
Let's get out of here.
Outside of time, Carolyn
Eggs cost $11.
in possession.
No, Sylvie, don't touch her.
Saturday
In
afternoon
Possession,
on
that
Channel
movie
27.
looks great. Hey, Laz, man. Hey, you missed one match. We still got plenty of show. What the fuck? That's the Angel of Death. Are we doing Texas Has Got Talent? No, that's the Angel of Death, who looks like a giant Gary Hart. Hey, Vera. Hello. Over on Twitter. Yeah, for 1990, considering this promotion was also just did those weird pre-tapes we just saw, this is like high-tech shit. That was a well-produced vignette for 1990.
Do you foresee any real problems in this match with Terrence Garvin?
Well, you know, a guy like him, he is pretty tricky little competitor.
Why is he so wet?
And I think I'll just have to pick the right spot.
Like, he cleared his eyes and water splashed out.
Then I'll use it. If not, I might have to catch something quick on him. And if that doesn't work, I just might have to pull something tricky out of my
I
bag.
forgot about that. He was a commentator for Bodyguards versus Bandits. We watched that last
And
year.
coming up, a big bout with Terrence Garvin.
Terrence
Right
Garvin,
now,
not the one that got
Gary
fired
Hart,
from the WWF for being a creep. We're back to Gary Hart
Hey,
playing piano
yes,
in his
you're gonna have
house.
something right out of Phantom of the Opera. And maybe the Old West. Because coming to you is the Angel of Death.
The Simpsons wanted it. You wanted it. A rematch between.
Okay, good.
Austin and
We're
Stud and
finally
the
getting
Simpsons,
another
Steve and
TV
Shaw.
spot for
A
this
1-hour rematch
building.
on December 1st at the Metroplex Arena.
Then
Sean,
another, oh
they're
god,
big
did
and
another
strong.
fire.
What's the time going to do for you?
No doubt a doubt, they are the stronger of the.
I kind of want to hear Gary Hart and Angel of Death play their instruments
The
together.
match would definitely would have been in our
Like form a
favor.
band.
You know, being more agile, more durability that we possess. I think they were definitely showing signs of weakness. You know, they were tiring.
The
now
one,
towards
I
the
think
end of
it's
the match,
Sean
so the match
Simpson
had
is
gone
dressed
a
like
little
Paula
longer.
Poundstone.
I think I would have been in trouble.
Steve, you think the hour is going to be an advantage?
Big advantage.
I feel
We
like,
went 15
yeah, we're
minutes, over
about a
half
half hour
Now
into
we're going, what,
this.
15? We got
And at
30,
least 10
41,
minutes of it,
60
it's
minutes.
just
You
been
can
the
ensure we're just
Simpsons
hitting
talking.
Second wins then. And another thing, Bill, I don't like those guys too much. They've been shooting their mouths off stuff. It's getting personal, you know? Hey, I'm looking forward to this rematch.
All right, it's the rematch on December 1st. It's a 1-hour time
I love
limit.
that the one Simpson
Simpsons against Austin
dressed
Stud at
up.
the Metroplex Arena.
You know,
December
wore a
1st.
blazer, slacks, nice dress shirt. The other one just wore whatever he came from the gym in.
Sofa hides a queen-size inner spring mattress? Well, it does. Bassett has packed a lot
I love a
of
good
cozy
fold-out
comfort into these
couch.
sleep sofas on sale
Great
at Haverty's.
concept.
This sleeper would go beautifully in a formal setting. And how about this one in a fresh country plaid? Your choice, $5.99. And now
There's
at
some good
Haverty's,
couches.
No interest charges for 1 year.
Haverty's makes it.
When you told your husband that your
Yeah,
child
Rod Price was around for
was
years.
your father's
Yeah.
baby, how did he take it?
On the next Sally Jesse Raphael, a family secret hidden for years.
I had no idea what was going on.
What the fuck are these costumes?
My husband knew that I was raped, but didn't know who it was by.
I mean, I hate laughing over this subject matter because
on the next Sally.
they're talking about some horrible shit.
At
But
9 on Channel 27.
what are up with the costumes?
And we're back here at the Metroplex Arena in Dallas,
Oh, I
Texas.
believe Skandor
for our next
Akbar's
event.
here.
Here
Of
on
course, Gary
Texas
Hart's
World
with him.
Federation Championship Wrestling. That's the Angel of Death.
Again,
in the
not the
ring
name of the
with Ali
promotion.
Farouk.
Oh no, not
Farouk.
Skandor Akbar.
Well, yeah, I have a hard time. It's one of those interesting, almost spy-like investigation you have to put on Farouk. The Angel of Death, you just saw a moment ago in one of his natural surroundings.
His natural
He's from the
surroundings.
Sudan, at least that's what he said.
If the Angel of Death is not
A little
around
vague about that,
corpses,
but he is a businessman who
he
makes
cannot
contact
breathe.
with wrestlers and takes them into the Mideast.
This is so
they
awkward.
are-
This was a tape show. You could have cut this part out, where they're just standing around.
And here comes
Here we go, Terrence Garvin.
Mother of gorgeous Jimmy Garvin.
Again, not. Did he just say that he's Terry Garvin's or he's Jimmy Garvin's brother? He's not. He looks just like him. But that's the reason why he has that name.
The Angel of Death on the canvas.
Not related to Jimmy Garvin, but he looks just like him.
Microphone to Doyle.
One fall. It has a 20-minute time.
But when the
Introducing first, directly in front of me, from
the Beauty from the Beauty and the Beast, yeah, in Memphis, and Dallas.
please welcome Terry Garvin.
He's Terry Garvin, according to the ring announcer. He's a babyface. But no, I think he's most famous in 1992 when the other Terry Garvin made national headlines for being involved in the Ring Boy scandal. He had to go on global TV and change his name awkwardly.
And we're ready to go in this bout. John Renesto, the official.
Introducing first directly in front of me, passive aggressively saying, "Get out of my way."
Come in with us and tell us about some things during this bout.
Thanks very much for having me out, bro.
I love drug dealer ref trying to act like this is a shoot. Out of his eyes, get those fucking purple monkeys that are flying around out of here. Shit.
We're going to be talking about that as Terry Garvin and the Angel of Death begin to go. And
But no, the reason that Terry Garvin gave on Global for changing his name. Oh God, we're going to get more bugle playing. Yes. I love this. I love that he learned how to play bugle for wrestling. But no, the reason Terry Garvin gave for changing his name on Global wasn't that the other Terry Garvin was a pervert, but that people were getting confused at PTA meetings at his kid's school why his kid's last name was Sims and his name is Garvin. So he changed his name on TV. Hey, Emperor Kin. Hello, hello. I fucking love this.
And that little
God, we need a bugle wrestler now. The fact that Terry Garvin didn't like drop kick him or something to like knock it out of his hand tells me that is his one and only bugle, and he is scared of breaking it.
He is indeed, and he is one who does not give much mercy. In fact, his most important role, he says.
Like Terry Garvin is a small guy, but Angel of Death is fucking huge.
Well, we'll see about that. John Renesto already having trouble. That is a choke and a drop. And Terry Garvin
Could not have choked him any briefer.
had trouble immediately.
Like he listened to the referee when he said, "Good, let go of him."
A on his back, as you will see on the back of his trunks, has a great resemblance to a group of California Angels who are more interested in winning than losing.
Yeah, New Day had a trombone. We need a bugle.
Try to get it going.
Jakara had a marching band leader,
And he does come in with a nice headlock and hold.
but him nor his valet played any instruments. They just marched.
Sam, one of the interesting things we were talking about this afternoon was that.
Oh God, yeah, a little on the nose how the Angel of Death hung around world class.
That all the federations have
Oh,
sort of a get together in Europe, is that?
Yes, I have the world the World Nations tournaments. And normally from Australia, New Zealand, wherever you can imagine, some representative will come through.
Well, the Angel.
What are they chanting at him?
His leg scissors by Terrence Garvin. Nice work by Garvin. Our guest here sitting ringside with us, Sam
Like it sounds like one thing that's pretty offensive, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
His promotion, his development of world federations and the federation in South Africa and in Europe. And he's been
Break it. I thought they were trying to compare Terry Garvin to the other Terry Garvin.
Good work by the Angel.
Robert Evans is, I believe, completely out of wrestling now. I know he was doing stuff with AEW for a hot minute, but I don't think he's there
Very
anymore.
agile, this Terrence. I'm very surprised indeed. I didn't think that I would see this type of wrestling with him. I mean, he's a big guy, he's much heavier, and Garvin is there for him.
Nice move by Garvin on
Angel of Death is like doing some passive-aggressive selling, like, oh no, you're hurting me. Oh, whatever will I do?
For the most part across Europe.
I love that they have that table across the front row that makes all those women look like they're judging, like they're scoring the match.
Situation, I guess, for you to look at in the commercial world.
Emu Oxbaker is Angel of Death,
People ask me that question, and I tell everybody in America,
aka the bugle playing wrestler.
I must tell you something interesting. You know that the Angel of Death was in South Africa 3 years ago, and he really left his mark. He came back unbeaten.
Roy Hughes, thank you for the super chat. Yes, Terry the Beauty Garvin. Yeah, one half of Beauty and the Beast with Percy Pringle himself. Absolutely. Thank you for the factoid, Troy. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated, my dude. I think Gary Hart's there's a PDF of Gary Hart's book finally floating around. I've read bits and pieces of it. That dude hated Dave Meltzer.
And 1 foot drops in. And Ali Farouk is over here looking at the world above.
The world above. Oh god, that's a tailbone injury. I believe that is one of the Simpsons on commentary. Because of course, because we cannot have a moment of this show go by without a Simpson talking.
Garvin looking very determined facially, but I'm not sure he can pull it out physically. In Texas World Federation, Sam, we're seeing
go Terry, go.
Talent around the world, you must be watching for that. Right now we're busy putting a tour together for this coming January for South Africa, and I'm almost sure a lot of Texas
Drug dealer ref trying to make a deal in the ring.
Standing head twist by the Angel. And Garvin says, no way I'll quit. I can use my muscles in my neck to hold this off.
I love the calling spots clear as day, right in his opponent's face, just screaming him.
A careful look on that head to be sure that the Angel is not pulling hair. Garvin slamming into the left side, into the rib of the Angel.
I could see that resemblance, Angel Master, absolutely.
Terrence Garvin.
Oh, like a Superman punch almost.
Arm shiver across the head of the Angel. Up there again, and the Angel in trouble right now.
Hey, Rudrick, you missed the Simpson brothers against Steve Austin and Rod Price.
Maybe finding his
I could see a little bit of resemblance of Gallagher for drug dealer referee.
Over the top.
Oh.
The Angel of Death comes right.
Gary's book is available on YouTube.
See right there?
Like somebody reads the book to you on YouTube.
Not sure how his involvement would be here, but good miss.
Oh, Thez press.
Fine, 1, 2, and not in time for 3. And now Farouk does come in.
Oh, the drug dealer referee doesn't care.
Find his trumpet right here in front of us, and does.
Oh, that's not. Let's wait. You can't do that.
So Terrence Garvin will pick up the victory.
What?
I mean, if you wrestle one.
No, he didn't. He pinned the referee, and then he got hit with a brass instrument. I love it. Great finish.
Has beat the odds.
That's how you negotiate a finish in the back. Hey, I don't want to lose. You can pin my manager and then I'll hit you in the head with a bugle. How about that? Here we go. We're going to get some of them ASMR views on YouTube.
What a rush. My name is Gary Hart. And when I get out of line, I always go to the chiropractic clinic of Dr. Kevin Witt, right here in Euless.
Why do I have a feeling that Gary Hart just didn't want to pay to go to the chiropractor? And he's like, hey, I'll let you crack my neck on TV if you cover it. I'll bring a camera with me.
Bubba Berry for Berry's Boots and Jeans. We got the greatest boots.
Berry's Boots and Jeans.
For example, get the all-new lace-up rope
Bubba
for
Berry.
$78.
Fuck yeah.
$119. Or get regular rope.
Love this sponsor. This is a great sponsor. I am not going to Vegas. Fuck WrestleMania weekend.
In North Richland Hills at 820 Roost Snow, and in Arlington at 2101.
I don't do WrestleMania weekend. It's too much.
Why would you shop anywhere else except the #1 boot?
Only reason I went to the Rumble is because A, I didn't have to pay, and B, I didn't go to any of the indie shows. And it was local. I only had to drive an hour.
They're alive, aren't they?
Yeah. It's too much. Again, they played Dolls at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday evening. Figure it can't be worse than the news.
Rodney D. Young presents When the World Was Young, History Was Made with the invention of the speeding ticket.
Pull over, ma'am.
Are you?
Oh. Yes, ma'am. I'm the cop. And you're doing 5 paces in a 3-pace zone.
Why does the cop have to do an Elvis?
But today, Rodney D. Young can offer you affordable auto insurance even with some speeding tickets.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Again, I don't get the Elvis bit.
Call 943-7303 today.
Think young, Rodney D. Young. I think it is safe to assume and say that one of the most sinister and dangerous men in professional wrestling today is Abdullah the Butcher. The Butcher
Oh shit,
is a man
Abby's
of
here.
Seemingly no regard for the welfare of his opponent in any situation.
I mean, his name is the Butcher.
Running along with him as a sort of guru is Ali Farouk, a man who says he hails from...
Why did he say guru like that? A guru?
Sort of a shadowy figure who...
Yeah, Sally Jesse was on later than
and
fucking
Watch
Dolls.
this tape now. Roll with me as we look at Ali Farouk and
What
Abdullah
the
Butcher.
fuck?
Right here.
Like, I couldn't see one of his hands, and it kind of looked like he was naked from the waist down.
By Ali Farouk as he goes...
So it was absolutely looking like he was jerking off to that picture of Abdullah gooning.
Toward this face. Ali Farouk.
Thank you, Yankee Hawk. Yeah, this is fucking, it's so Texas.
Sinister.
I love the effort they put into that with the lights and the smoke machine. God bless Gary Hart.
Fanaticism that Ali Farouk shows toward the Butcher. There's a fanaticism about the Butcher.
But
Let's see that now as we
can't do
roll
a second
into the tape,
take.
and you'll see the kind of man he is. Right here, though, coming to the ring. Here again is that
Sweet vest on Abby.
Almost fanatical guru
Dressed like a member of
Ali Farouk shows.
Boys
He is
to
the man
Men.
who ministers to the Butcher and seeks.
I still don't know what the fuck that belt is.
Another source for his energy.
See, he's so crazy. He walked up to the ring but didn't get in it. He's nuts.
Ali Farouk and the Butcher in action as we have seen them at the Metroplex Arena here in Dallas, Texas. That's the Butcher with Al Perez.
Ooh, Al Perez.
Federation champion.
I liked Al Perez when I was a kid.
Always seeming to call on something above the lights, something that is not in the arena.
Maybe there's a bird up
Sometimes
there.
it works and sometimes it doesn't. Right now, the Butcher is
I
working
love how Bummer's just like, this Islam shit's bullshit.
Al Perez, the champion. We have to watch Ali Farouk, though he may be off in another
Yeah, just have drug dealer Raph
he,
smoking in the
we will
background.
find it can also
Yeah,
be one
Abby is seeing
who
DDP.
interferes.
He's lost a
No
shitload
matter
of weight.
how hard an opponent of the Butcher may try, he will find it almost impossible to just easily put him away. You'll notice this now in the Perez and Farouk battle. Perez fighting
Holy
well,
shit, look at that giant ass old school
huge
camera
man, 350
that
pounds
the
of
photographer
force.
had.
And it
Like
looks
the
he
flash
carries
in
a
one
couple
hand,
of
the
extra
camera in the
spare
other.
tires around.
I have no idea when
Something
Abby
blows.
got hit.
And
No
Perez into the corner post, a chair on the head, just absolutely destroying this man, but still.
I miss
the
when
butcher
wrestlers
goes on.
would try to
And I
use
suppose in the term
like
of a profession,
non-folding
that's why
chairs
he
as
is called
weapons.
Abdullah the Butcher. He can absorb and he can give as much as he takes. And we see then that the Butcher is a fighter. Is practically impossible to just destroy. Here, Perez has him in.
I love that if Abby liked you, he'd let you do a monkey.
Huge behemoth.
Such a random
Perez,
move.
the champion.
He let Bobby Eaton do it to him too
Falling,
once.
elbows flailing.
And he
blood
got up,
flowing.
he got up high
Perez,
for
the
it.
man in a
Hey,
perfect
Heckles,
situation.
glad to have you here for
His
Off the
own
Grid.
situation was
Watching
particularly
some Texas
grave,
Championship
but right
Wrestling.
here, Faulk. And
It might
Perez
have been a
handles
Puerto
it. So we
Rican
see
belt.
that
That would
Faulk
make
not
sense,
only
Elias.
can give us a look of the
Wait, was he doing the gig
guru
motion?
outside the ring, but interfere in the ring. Now that is a
He's talking
great
about Abby, he
portent
just
of
does it
things to come.
instinctually.
And we will see those
Hey,
things
Commodore
as we
Amigo.
go into this
Oh, we're watching some
that
Japanese
was spared from
footage.
Japan, confiscated, I guess would be the best thing to say, because the Japanese
God, he's gonna-
friendly people were not pleased
What is he
at all
working?
with the way Abdullah the Butcher purported himself in
Purported
Japan.
himself.
So maybe an American
Everybody
ninja,
loved Bobby.
took this out, confiscated the tape, and spirited it away so that we'd have an opportunity to see it. I think the last piece of tape you'll see illustrates.
We're just showing off
inhuman
Bill Mercer's
quality
tape
that the
collection.
sinister Abdullah
All right,
the Butcher
Teo
can
Cham, have a
display.
good one.
There he is, moving through the crowd. Of
And Bill
Japanese
Mercer's
who
like,
are
here's all these
very
tapes I got from Dave
kind of
Meltzer.
People and people who do not like to lose face or be embarrassed.
Send me this Best of Abdullah comp. We're just
The
going to
Butcher
watch
here
it together.
grabbing a cameraman and tossing him aside, certainly insulting those people at whom he is a guest. Now, you have seen just about every part of this man.
Bill Mercer
Abdullah the
doing
Butcher,
Jim Halpert
and
face,
Ali Farouk,
talking
who is
about
the guru.
Abdullah the Butcher.
I don't know that the only
Great.
thing that we would say that is left for you to do is to see him in person here at the Metroplex Arena or wherever you might
That
notice
that
he
was
is on
the
a
sheet,
card
yes.
throughout the world, across the United States, South America, Europe, Asia, South Africa, wherever he might appear. He is devastating.
Wherever he might appear.
He is sinister. He is extremely
A
dangerous.
rib joint in
And
Atlanta.
every wrestler knows that once he's in the ring with that man, Abdullah the Butcher, he has just more than he can possibly handle. We look forward to the opportunity and hope that he would be on this card
Bill Mercer's
tonight. But he was
headset
in
is
Japan,
just
as I told you,
even.
to Egg Dome in Japan, and was unable to perform on this edition of Texas World Federation Wrestling.
That's
But
not
he
the
will
name
be
of the
here.
promotion.
He will be on our next program possibly, and you will have an opportunity to see him live and in person. So, Abdullah the Butcher, Ali Farouk, a sinister pair to deal with.
And what if Bill Mercer was like, oh, and also they shot JFK. I was there. I would know.
A 1 hour time limit, and that's just exactly what Steve Austin
Holy
the
shit,
Simpsons
they-
wanted.
Well, you know,
1
the
hour.
Simpsons wanted that.
Sure, they want a 1 hour time limit. They think they can wear you down.
Well, you know, that's the problem right there.
I love that we're supposed to believe that Austin took a shower, got in his jeans, blow dried his hair, and then got back in his tights for this
But me and
promo.
Stud, that's our strong point, baby. We've
Me
been
and
in the gym,
Stud.
we've been tossing the bricks around. Hey, a 1 hour time limit is right up our alley. So 1 hour time limit.
I probably wasn't in the Egg Dome.
The Texas Wrestling Federation.
I'm sure he was in Japan.
Will rule supreme.
Yeah, but they think
Those two love to
they're
high
gonna run out of
five.
gas.
I don't think so, Stud. Will we run out of gas or not?
Hey, baby, like it or not, we got enough gas to go.
I always love when
Gas to
me and
go.
my
That's
best
what they
guy
want.
pal
That's
call
what
each
they
other
got.
baby.
Austin and Stud against the Simpsons, Metroplex Arena, December 1st. It's a 1 hour time limit. It's
Austin,
big time Texas wrestling.
What the fuck? Oh, was that Ribington Steel?
Bitches thought I'd run off with another woman, eh?
Bizarre.
Bizarre?
Baffling.
Baffling?
Watch Remington
10:30.
Steel weeknights at 10:30
After
on
the
Channel
news.
27.
I would assume.
What would you say if Pizza Hut served up fully loaded Supreme pizzas for the never-before-low price of just $6.99 each?
I would say, wow, for $6.99.
Feast deal. So this holiday season, hurry into Pizza
Good
Hut
shit,
with the
Gary
deal that
Hart.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, baby, that's what I like." Pizza Hut, making it great. Hurry into Pizza Hut now for Eureka's Castle Puppets.
Oh shit, Eureka's Castle Puppets. That's actually a pretty sick toy for a kid's meal. What
here
the
we have
fuck?
something that is indeed enticing to the youngsters in our audience.
We need
The
to.
American
This guy.
Ninja. Well, ninja,
It's not
you know
okay.
what that
What the
is.
hell?
And this ninja is a well.
The ninja, apparently.
And highly skilled master
He's
of
having
the
a stroke.
ancient arts. As we'll see right here, that's one way to break into a big can and get your vitamins right here. Well, the ninja's the big thing right now in the world, and the ninja is ready to go in our next bout here on Texas World Federation Wrestling.
What was that?
Introducing
I'm gonna dent a can of peaches and then drip it all over myself. I think that's a fetish thing. Hell yeah, Tony Faulk. Yeah, gets the white Great Muda ripoff.
States of America. He weighs in at 2 1/4. The American
That's not a weight. 2 1/4. I love how he's like all fucking weird as shit in the vignette. And then he gets to the ring, he's like, hey guys, how's it going? Like just like any other Dallas babyface.
Seems to be okay. Cowboy gets it underway in a hurry. The American Ninja takes some shots. Texas World Federation Wrestling from
This is
the beautiful
insane.
Metroplex Arena of 635 Greenville Avenue in
Oh,
Markville,
referee, get out of the way.
north side of Dallas. A great location, a beautiful building, and a great crowd tonight.
Hey, Tony Faulk's like not bad. Very, very Memphis in his technique.
Trying to get an early start as he did on the American Ninja. And to make this one fly.
God, I love the American Ninja.
Bobby Turner.
Because he's doing like 9 gimmicks at once. He's the Great Muda, but he's also the Patriot. But he's also a stroke victim.
Have a great way of recuperating.
But he's also like every prelim babyface you've ever seen, waving at the fans.
Ninja can pull that off.
Team Muda. Muda, fucking love it. Yeah, and he loves canned peaches.
Working again.
Like why did he drip the peaches on himself?
In trouble in the corner.
And he got the vignette, but Tony Faulk is beating the shit out of him.
The world's greatest wrestlers. You've seen Austin and Stud, the Simpsons. Coming up, Al Perez.
Oh yeah, Al Perez wrestling. Oh gosh.
Cowboy takes one. And not two. Ninja moving out in a hurry.
I don't think he thought he was gonna miss that. Oh
Dropping
god.
in again. The American Ninja with a knee in the back and a count of 1
That
and
ruled.
2 and again.
I did. Then just from the United States of America. God, this is good shit. Go, Ninja, go. Do you think the Ninja did any Jewy chops?
American Ninja hanging on the ropes. Cowboy popping away with a fist and a warning that time.
I believe Jack Black is the camera op on the floor.
Here comes Ninja.
Here comes Ninja.
That elbow underneath again.
I love that when that show was on CBS. Here comes Ninja. Oh God. You see, he's a ninja because he does chops. Oh, he did an Itsuguri. Almost touched him with it.
Top 1, 2, 3 and a great recovery.
Yeah.
The American Ninja recovering and coming back to beat the Cowboy.
This guy rules. Doesn't even try to do like the cultural appropriation shit with like the poses. He's just like, yeah. Mary Catherine Gallagher. That's another gimmick he's doing simultaneously. And this is for you ASMR perverts who love watching necks get
My name is
cracked.
Gary Hart, and when I get out of line, I always go to the chiropractic clinic of Dr. Kevin Witt, right here in Euless. But
Kevin
matter of
Witt
fact,
seems like a
anyone
real
throughout
firecracker
the
in the
big cities of
background.
Dallas-Fort Worth area If you're out of line, Dr. Kevin Witt can get you back in. He's your man.
Like, we're gonna find
I
out
had an
that
accident here in the dock a few months ago and injured my lower back.
traumatization.
I needed professional treatment to stop the numbness. Then a friend told me about K-Clinic. I called K-Clinic's professional staff of doctors for my appointment, and no money was required on my first visit. K-Clinic's doctors provided relief from the pain and the paperwork.
They somehow charged off every single medical need
If you've been injured at
of
work,
every
call the doctors at
wrestler
K-Clinic today.
with these
They can help you
ads.
too.
In Dallas, call Clinic.
Also, I feel like we kind of all hallucinated the American Ninja. That went by so quick.
There are some things.
Like, it was here and then it was gone.
For us to believe in. Some people.
1, 2, make 3, top.
What this couple will experience.
But it was so real.
It's
Opens
gone.
the door to another world,
What's happening to us?
another dimension.
What's happening to us?
Outside of time, Carol Lindley in possession.
No, Sylvia, don't touch her.
Don't touch her.
Saturday afternoon on Channel 27.
Billy, you're in big trouble. Look at that stain.
Billy's just eating a stick of shit.
Maybe even 6
Rubbing
years.
shit all over himself.
You can't treat those tough laundry stains if you
Fucking
don't see
Billy
them.
walking around the
No wonder
house.
Somebody ended up in
Oop.
a dryer, set for life. But today, Biz Bleach added with your detergent powers out many stains you don't see.
Oh wow, that chiropractor's office is still in business.
Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling. It's a great
Yeah,
title.
not the name.
It's a new company, a company promoting wrestling across the nation. And here
What else would they be promoting?
So I journeyed over
Also,
to
not
the
across the
corporate
nation.
offices
They're running
to
this
meet the
one
principals
building.
involved. Come with us. Gary, Rodney, how are you?
Bill.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Who the fuck's that guy? What is?
Gentlemen, thank you for taking time off here.
I love these
Preparation
edits.
for your first wrestling show. Rodney, tell us about AC Productions, the Metroplex Arena, and you as general manager.
Well, AC Productions is an international entertainment corporation.
No, it's not.
Locally, we operate the Metroplex Arena and host a wealth of entertainment such as sporting events, concerts, and we also...
You run one fucking building.
Okay, how does Gary Hart fit into this concept of the new class wrestling?
Well, we brought Mr.
Well, he
Hart
applied
in.
for a
He brings
job,
wealth
and
of
I hired him.
knowledge and experience. He also brings to it the ability to get talent, both nationally
What this is the money mark getting on
Many years
TV.
as a wrestler, and then as a manager, and
This
now
is taking
he's,
place
what,
because
matchmaker?
Gary Hart is fleecing
Well,
this guy
I'm,
for money.
Officially the matchmaker for the Metroplex.
Yeah, Gary Hart's the shoot booker
There's
for this
something that I
promotion,
wanted to do for
but
quite
also he
some
works
time.
for this guy
I
helping
wanted
run
to
that
make sure
building.
that I was with the right company before I made that move. Basically, what my job is, Bill, is I bring the wrestlers together, make the matches. And
Bill, what I
try
do
to
is I
this
tell
keep
the
as
wrestlers who's going to
competitive
win and
as
who's
possible.
going to lose. This is all
Anytime
fake.
you see a match, it's going to be pretty hard for you to figure out who's going to win because they're going to be just a hairline apart on talent.
Really?
Gary, you've
Because
been noted over the years for developing and finding new
I mean,
talent,
that last
such
match
as,
we saw.
Maniac Mark Lua and the Great Kabuki and many others. How about the accessibility of new talent in the world today?
Well, I'm going to travel extensively and look for new talent all
No,
over
you're
the world
not.
and develop and create as much new talent as we possibly can. That's going to be one of the main things we're after.
In other words, you
New
don't want to
talent's
pay
gotta come from
anybody.
somewhere, and I hope the wrestlers of the '90s comes from the Metroplex Arena.
Fans here, free agency in baseball and football and other professional
Like
sports.
the American
Free
Ninja.
agency in wrestling and other
Of
alliances
course.
today. Can you sign these guys? You got enough to do it?
Oh, yes, we're well financed.
Yes, this guy is
I
the
think there'll
Dixie
be no
Carter,
problem as soon as,
Metroplex.
wrestlers from other alliances
Texas
that you're
Championship
familiar with
Wrestling.
come available. They're free agents. Sure, we're going to bid on them. And
Yeah,
I think you'll see
I'm
them at the
sure you're
Metroplex
going to
Arena.
bid
Let
on
me ask both
all the
of you
top
this question.
stars.
First, Gary.
Paulie
What does it mean to use the term
cautiously.
putting class back into wrestling?
To me, Bill, it's very simple.
Oh,
To have
we're
both
shooting,
opponents
bringing
to
class
be
back into
competitive.
wrestling.
And to have a winner and to have a loser. And you don't have someone running in during the match and getting the match thrown out. You don't have disqualifications and
We don't do sports
You
entertainment
basically give the
here.
people what they pay to see, a winner and a loser. And
That
a
is true,
Metroplex
Commodore
that you're gonna have.
Amigo. That's a
Rodney,
good
tell me
point.
what
The
you
wrestler
think
from the
about
90s
word
did come
class
from the
in wrestling
Metroplex.
today.
See,
I agree with
That's a
Mr.
good
Hart.
point.
As we embarked on this, we did a tremendous amount of research that showed that void in the market.
Wrestling used to be very
winners
popular
and
in
the
Dallas,
losers
and
classic
now
style
it's
wrestling.
not.
I think Texas style wrestling is recognized around the world, and that's what we are out to achieve here.
All right, Gary, speaking of class, what about the biggest event in the new wrestling program coming up?
Okay, it's Al Perez, who everyone knows. At one time I managed Al. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. And Matt Bourne, a man that I managed also. And it's really a treat for me to sit back and see two of my former wrestlers that I managed have at it, and I don't have to do anything but just sit back and enjoy it. That's going to be different, isn't it?
Good. Well, that was my visit to AC Productions.
Hey, you booked this match? Yeah, I get to watch it.
And now we're back here at the Metroplex Arena, and coming up this evening, our main event.
I always love when the booker gets to go on TV and brag about how fucking cool he is.
Texas World Federation Championship champion.
That's essentially the proto version of one of those shitty ass scrums they do after shows.
Matt's in the dressing room. I wanted to ask him, Matt.
No, can't hear you.
And I wanted to know if you're going to play by the rules, or do you think you and Perez are going to let everything just fly apart?
You know, this is a question, Bill, I've been asked time and time again. And,
I fucking love these promos.
And they see a good-looking guy, they see a guy with a great body, a guy with all the talent in the mat.
Why is everyone so moist?
But then they look at me and they see a guy. Well, I don't really know if I can trust this guy. I don't really know if.
Why are people showering before their matches?
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't really care whose beans are in my basket, because when I go out there, and especially if it's for a title, I do things for Matt.
Is that a saying? Beans in my basket. Also, stop moving the fucking tripod.
My name is
they couldn't have had a wrestler go and do this. That's why I genuinely think this is just Gary Hart's chiropractor.
Right here in Euless. But matter of fact, anyone
having baby oil
cities of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you're out of line, Dr. Kevin Witt can get you back in. He's your man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this guy up.
It's a rematch, December 1st. Austin and Stud against the Simpsons. Steve and Sean. A 1-hour time limit. And that's just exactly what Steve Austin, the Simpsons, wanted.
Well, you know, that's the Simpsons wanted that.
There was only one match coming up on that show.
Well, you know, that's the problem right there. You know, the only reason we didn't take care of the Simpsons in the first place, hey, they're a couple of high-flying guys.
I'm impressed by how dry these guys are.
But me and Stud, that's our strong point, baby. We've been in the gym. We've been tossing the bricks around. Hey, a 1-hour time limit is right up our alley. So the 1-hour time limit.
I love that they established that Steve Austin goes to the gym by throwing around bricks outside. Yeah, like that's actually, there is continuity there.
I don't think so, Stud. Will we run out of gas or not?
Hey, baby, like it or not, we got enough gas to go.
Well, gas to go.
Got enough gas to go.
That's what they got. Austin and Stud against the Simpsons, Metroplex Arena, December 1st. It's a 1-hour time limit. It's big-time Texas wrestling.
At C&R,
corner Greenville and Markville.
Kitchen cabinets at builders' prices.
Dr. Witt retired. That's a shame. Also, how fucking tall is that guy? Like 7'2".
Three-quarter wood shelves and a choice of doors.
He barely fits in that house.
Raised panels. Our cabinets contain no particle board. We custom build countertops or custom cut factory tops. Save even
hey JK, yeah, Witt Chiropractic is still going strong. Dr. Witt is retired. I don't know if he left it to a family member.
I've been hurt on the job. Can't work. Can I see any doctor I want? If injured at work or in a car wreck, call Joe Bird, attorney.
All the best, most reputable advertisers on this show. Gary Hart's attorney, Gary Hart's chiropractor, Gary Hart's doctors.
But the wreck was his fault. What can I do? Joe Bird can help you. Call for a free initial consultation. There are no legal fees unless successful. Joe Bird, attorney at law.
Joe Bird.
When you told your husband that your child
was that like a normal thing on talk shows back then? I don't remember folks having to wear costumes to like hide their identity.
You tried to kill yourself?
Yes, I did.
An unthinkable truth.
My husband knew that I was raped, but didn't know who it was by.
Unspeakable acts.
We want to hurt this person.
Real stories on the next Sally.
Like, is that Gary Hart?
Tonight at 9 on Channel 27.
Oh, here we go. I'm so sad that Brian Dermody isn't here. This is his guy. Hollywood John Tatum. One of the GOATs.
This match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing wrestling from the red corner tonight from Hollywood, California.
There we go.
He weighs in at 267 pounds.
Wait, is the doctor his manager?
John Tatum.
There's the guy. John Tatum. God, he's so good.
His opponent for this bout from Texarkana,
He's just so
Arkansas, weighing in at 260 pounds, Action Jackson.
Action Jackson. I used to, when I would like write down my cards and my top tens when I was a kid, in my notebooks.
And he has
I always read the name Action Jackson in the PWIs. I had never seen him work, and I thought, but I would always like fantasy book him. Also, holy shit, that's a referee.
Perez says no way. We're gonna have a handshake.
That's the best referee I think in history.
Him, maybe. And Tatum and Jackson.
That referee fucking rules.
Getting it underway here at the Metroplex.
Like he looks like he's about to do pool tricks on ESPN2.
Big John.
You're not to be confused with Action Mike Jackson. And he talks, he screams like Billy Barty.
Our cummerbund referee.
Cummerbund referee.
Perry takes a look, gets a laugh.
It's my line, not yours, Bill Mercer.
And Perry does not want to shake hands. Moves into a nice headlock. Here comes Jackson. There he goes over the top. Look at that.
Cummerbund referee. It's apparently his name.
Throws that well-trained shoulder into the head and in the shoulder of Tatum.
And I love wrestling. Because only in, oh my God, I love John Tatum. He's so good at just being a wrestler.
Look at these young men today.
Only in wrestling would these three people all come to work at the same place at the same time.
Who have laid the groundwork. And of course, Texas wrestling is
John Tatum's fucking awesome.
Always has been.
I love that guy. That's a great fan. That guy in the dress shirt that was like, boo, John Tatum.
Winning and winning and winning, even when losses would come back to him. Came back to be champion more time than any other man in the world.
John Tatum looks like
Perry Jackson tightening up on that headlock.
He tells people he goes to work and then he just goes to the strip
Tatum
club.
holds it in tight. There goes Perry. Here comes all that action back and forth. Look out. John Tatum with a move, another move.
God, he's so good.
Catches and
like John Tatum is so much better than everybody else on this show.
John says, oh, gotta be trunk
by a country mile. Even Austin and Price. Yeah, some wild designs.
Action. That's the name
on
of the
both
game
of
with
these
Perry.
sets of tights.
A different style.
I think we're
of action.
legit keeping time on the scoreboard, which is sweet.
A man like Duke Kiyomuka.
Just compare fucking Action Jackson to Pat Tanaka's dad.
The circles today. Johnny Valentine. There's one you might not remember. Johnny Valentine.
He's just listing off old wrestlers. Hey, remember fucking Luthez? That guy was awesome. Oh, almost a nip shot, too.
Perry caught in that corner, so Tatum has an advantage into the corner buckle. That's not the way to do it. Arm drag by Perry, and the Action Man is in charge.
The Action Man. I could see John Tatum cleaning carpet at a strip club.
What I saw,
and by cleaning carpet, I mean both ways.
Some of the great names in wrestling. But John came in with that.
But also just like sitting in a chair holding a vacuum cleaner all night.
Robe of his, with all the ostrich feathers.
John Tatum's tights looked like the opening credits screen to a Rugrats episode, you know, where they flash up the title of that part of the show. What the fuck?
He was something.
What?
John Tatum came down on that right knee.
Why did we cut to a bar showing the show live? I'm so confused. Holy shit, John Tatum is only 31 years old here. What the hell? God, he rules.
And he
Fucking nice. Action Jackson has AJ shaved into his head.
Comes down on that long edge of the foot.
That kid was chanting "fuck you." Fuck you, fuck you. God, wrestling. Oh, this is the most pro wrestling match to ever happen, my friends.
Ah, yes.
Just everything about what we're seeing and hearing.
Great men in this business learn from the others.
I'm glad to know that an old lady is sitting there eating wings. And they did that with the EWA Team Challenge, too. They would cut to a barn girl. But, like, this show actually has fans at it. Just cut to the fans here.
And a forearm shiver, and Tatum hits the deck.
There's a clothesline.
Perry Jackson in action now. He's upset in the corner. Look out, Perry's got him again. Tatum in the corner again. Tatum moves.
Apparently, Action Jackson's shoot name was Perry.
Here comes Tatum, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, great camera shot for the finish.
John Tatum.
Like, did somebody's dick pop out? Is that why we had to cut to the hard cam?
John Tatum.
Wonderful security camera footage of the finish there.
And Perry Action Jackson looked like he had it, but not quite.
No, I think he was saying "fuck you." I don't think he was saying the F.
You know, one of the things that's important in this business is matchmaking. Gary Hart is indeed that. Got a message from
him. Poor Gary Hart.
Glad I'm out of the managing business and into the matchmaking business, because this match is coming up next to you. Al Perez and Matt Bourne. I'd be right in the middle of it. I'd rather be here at my Steinway. Stay tuned. You're going to love it.
I'd rather be here playing my piano than watching this wrestling show that I booked.
A rematch between Austin and Studd and the Simpsons. Steve and Sean. A 1-hour rematch on December 1st at the Metroplex Arena. Sean, they're big and strong. What's the time going to do for you?
No doubt a doubt they are
What's the time going to do for you?
The tag teams. But let me tell you something, Bill. I think if it went a little longer, the match would definitely have been in our favor. You know, being more agile, more durability.
Gary is pretty good at piano.
I think they were definitely showing signs of weakness. You know, they were tiring now towards the end of the match.
I like that every bald person on the show was good at a different instrument.
Steve, you think the hour is going to be an advantage?
Big advantage, man. We went 15 minutes. They were huffing and puffing. Now we're going, what, 15? We're going 30. 45, 60 minutes. Jeez, me and Sean, we're just hitting second wins in. And another thing, Bill. I don't like
and another thing.
I've
got a gun.
It's getting personal. You know? Hey, I'm looking forward to this rematch.
All right, it's the rematch on December 1st. It's a 1-hour time limit. The Simpsons against Austin and Studd at the Metroplex Arena, December 1st.
Gee, I wonder what the main event on that show is.
Your International House of Pancakes restaurants are going country with big country.
Could you imagine, based on just what's aired on the show, how over a run-in by IHOP would be during that tag match?
Or biscuits and gravy with country sausage and eggs.
Just the concept of IHOP doing a run-in.
Pancakes. Come and get it. Big country breakfast, just $4.99, served all day.
Could you imagine getting that much food for $5 these days? They wanted to traumatize kids so hard.
They're alive, aren't they?
They're alive, aren't they?
Toys are very loyal. And that is a fact.
Bubba Berry for Berry's Boots and Jeans. Boots have
I fucking
always
love
played a
Bubba
major
Berry.
role in our Western heritage. And me,
Bubba Berry
I've
should have been a
got one all my
wrestler.
life, so I know great boots and great boot buys.
I think he would have been
Watch Boots
over.
at 119. Antelope, bullhide, calf, and shark at $89. Plenty of ladies and children's ropers and cowboy boots. And if you need work boots, we've got those too. Berry's Boots and Jeans, located
many
in
boots.
Fort Worth at 820 Jacksboro Highway, in Northwestern Hills at 820 Roof Snow, and in Arlington at 2101 East Division, just 3 blocks west of 360.
Next, the SFM Holiday Network presents Come to the Stable. They were two determined nuns with a very definite mission in mind.
What?
We came to build a hospital here. $500 to raise in one day. It might as well be $1 million.
This station will just air anything. Hey, friend, what's up? Hello, hello.
What we need is a miracle, and it comes at an unexpected time and in an unexpected way. Loretta Young and Celeste Holmes star in Come to the Stable.
That is the NFL
next on
music,
the
yes.
SFM Holiday Network.
Come to the stable.
We are just minutes away from the main event. the heavyweight championship bout here on Metroplex Arena's Texas World Championship Federation. Now, I know, Matt Bourne, you're still listening in the dressing room, and a moment ago,
Why is he
ask
still
you about the rules, but
talking to him via satellite from the dressing
room?
room?
Are concerned that you still plan to bend or break the rules. Now, come on, explain that to us.
Come on.
I never like to say that I ever break a rule. I stretch the rules once in a while. When a match becomes
channel from
intense,
UHF
like
in real life.
Perez and myself will be, some rules will be stretched. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Scuffle and Hillbilly said Barry's boots got shut down in '92 after a federal investigation found that he was the one selling loaded boots to the heels.
I know you as a
oh fuck, that was a joke.
Tremendous confidence in yourself.
Fuck.
And that's acceptable.
I'm stupid. It's
late.
late.
Do you really believe?
I thought it was a real thing. I'm an idiot.
In the state of Texas and the Federation.
That's why I should read things in my brain before I read them out.
Without saying, I think in the people's eyes, whether they like to admit it or not, that I am the toughest man in the Texas Wrestling Federation.
Also, I'm the
now, you
sweatiest.
sit there, you people sitting at home watching me.
I'm perspiring so hard.
This guy, well, listen to him. He's talking out of his rear end. Well, I'm just telling you people exactly the facts. I'm the kind of guy that everybody wishes they could dig down in their guts and be like. And that's including
when he put it down, I thought he said dick down. I'm the kind of guy that everybody wishes they could dick down.
It's just let's wait and see whether he can take it or not.
Here we go, fucking this music. Now I'm imagining Gary Hart playing this, like on a synth, now that we know he can play piano.
The main event. Matt Bourne.
God, this song fucking rules. Damn.
Texas World Federation Championship.
Not the name of the promotion.
And here's the champion, Perez.
It's like Evolve. When Gabe would have everybody come out to the same song.
And now here's Doyle King.
This match is scheduled for 2 out of 3
look at all that
falls. It has
smoke.
a 30-minute time limit. This bout is to determine the heavyweight champion of the Texas Wrestling Federation. Introducing first the challenger.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, this show kind of had the pacing of a WWE PLE.
Maniac Matt Bourne.
I think the Sheik Farouk had the belt.
Texas heavyweight champion.
What? Filthy McNasty's
From
what?
Tampa, Florida, weighing in at
It's gotta be a strip club.
Please welcome
Yeah, all the Black Scorpions are here. In quotations, Texas Championship Wrestling Federation champion.
Matt Bourne,
Yeah, all the
and
fucking Black
Perez.
Scorpions are here.
And they do battle here for the championship of the Texas
Everybody
World
here just wanted to beat Sting's ass.
Matt Bourne, 28 years old, son of tough Tony Bourne.
28 years old.
In his own right.
Matt Bourne was 28
Matt Bourne hails
years
from
old.
Oregon. And this is the best 2 out of 3 falls.
The ref was also a Black Scorpion.
If there'll be a new champion or if Perez will
I think
retain
he
that
sold a
championship.
strain called Black Scorpion.
Here on Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling. Bourne, rough and tough and sometimes a little awkward in his moves, but always the man who can
Sometimes a little awkward in his
opponent away
rules.
suddenly and quite decisively.
So far, actually pretty fun.
Feeling it out right now.
I like the first 15 seconds of this match.
Bourne, as you can tell by his body structure, is quite interested in weightlifting. And he's got a new hobby now. We talked about the other day, skydiving.
Cocaine.
Parachute
No.
jumping.
Skydiving?
Take a pretty good sized parachute to haul him down. Perez in the corner with Matt Bourne.
Drug dealer ref's not going to get these guys apart. Filthy McNasty's Saloon was what was on the shirt. Okay, it's a bar. Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Fighting off Bourne right now, trying to keep him out of it.
Maybe that was the bar that they cut to.
Also caught in the middle.
Filthy
And
McNasty's.
he's warning Bourne about
Not
staying
a
in there
light in the
tightly
entire
under break.
place.
These two for the championship. Perez holds it. Bourne
1,
wants it.
2, 3.
Perez has been the Texas heavyweight champion. World
That's
class.
sad. Kevin Owens is out of wrestling.
Heavyweight
Poor
champion.
guy. That sucks.
When you talk of world class, you're talking about that great Von Erich family, led by Fritz.
Yeah, so far I like this match.
Bourne taking shots on the inside.
That sucks. Neck
Perez
surgery.
with a lead in midsection. But Bourne continues to
All my
tear
best to
and
Kevin Owens.
bore in. Stay on his
I
opponent.
love that the only way you can tell the difference between these guys' tights is Matt Bourne's little baby lightning
But he
bolt.
takes it gladly.
Little baby lightning bolt on his butt hole.
Perez has also been the South African heavyweight champion. We're talking to Sam Cohen a moment ago. Here's one man who went down there and took it all. Perez trying to find his way inside.
Look at these guys wrestling.
Really got a leg lock.
I keep thinking there's a wire in the ring, but no, that's just the outline of Texas.
Leaning in, keeping pressure on that left knee. And while Perez has been Texas heavyweight champion, so has Matt Bourne. He's also been on a tag team championship in Texas, the World Tag Team Championship. That was Bourne on the break, and that's exactly what Ernesto is upset about earlier, as that Perez underneath the bottom rope, Bourne throws an elbow into his head. But Bourne, it said,
Oh man,
not
go.
the smooth, agile
Copperward
type as a
death.
Perez.
Hey, Jack Director. They're
Keep the pressure on
wrestling.
inside and keep the heavy
Oh,
time going. Bourne almost landed on this table on that shot by Perez. Hard right
Good
hand.
punch. I like that punch.
That's 2 out of 3 falls, and that's the way to determine.
Oh,
the
it's a 2 out of 3
championship.
falls match.
Little more time limited. Give them a
Ooh.
chance to work through.
It's
And see
weird
if
to
they can
watch
find
like
that moment when they can turn
two
the momentum
competent wrestlers
whichever way to the
wrestle
advantage.
each other on off the
Champion
grid.
or to the challenger.
Typically, we get
Like
one
Bourne-
at best.
Bourne right there.
That's awesome, Nathan. Congratulations.
Shot to the jaw
Hope
and
everything
fought his
goes
way
well.
back.
I don't think Al Perez
Bourne
ever.
likes to put his man away
Did Al
with the
Perez ever
atomic
wrestle
drop
Alex
in the
Wright? I
top
feel like
rope.
he was in and out in like 90.
Perez has a great finishing hold and a spinning toe hold. So
Yeah, this I
look for
love
those as
I love this show because I
man
love
tries to wear the other
weird
down. There's a
fucking wrestling.
by Bourne, a count of 2, and
But these
Perez
guys are
gets ready.
actually
Now that
having
Perez
a
realizes
good,
he is
like
in
a really,
a
like an
battle.
actual good
It's
match.
not going to be
so
easy
far.
against Matt Bourne.
Like they're out there working,
Took on the nickname
out there
Maniac
working
several
and
years
wrestling
back
and
because of his kind of wild attitude. But
being
he
professionals.
enjoys that.
I'm not
No,
used
he
to
is not.
professionalism when I do these streams.
He is a very intelligent and very sharp and cagey individual, so he uses that to his advantage, which probably upsets his opponent sometime if they don't know him. Bull Curry used to do that. Remember old wild
Like these
Bull
guys are
Curry?
actually having a good professional match, and then we cut to a shot that shows Zubov's referee. Hey, Dragon Screw.
You don't forget a guy like this who pounds you in the head with his toe. Nice inside toe hold right now.
I will never forget a guy that pounds me in the head with his
The
toe.
Bull is a memory now. As Pat O'Connor, a great man we lost not too long ago. Ah, the great ones. Al Perez. Ooh, that hurts. A knee drop into the inside of the knee. That's a stinger. In football, when
Don't
a
grab his
player
butt
gets
cheek.
a stinger on the knee, and that nerve is hit. Sometimes
Yeah, when Matt
paralyzes the leg
Bourne
and they
had
think
his
they
shit
lost
together,
everything. They lost.
he was
Well,
one
that's
of the
right
best in the
there.
industry.
As Perez drops in on that knee of Matt Bourne.
Like, I really like Matt Bourne as a performer.
That this is the first fall. There's a little pull with the trucks. Nice
Hey, let's just
move
show how long the
body
match has been
scissors.
going on.
Hair pull, Matt Bourne. But if there is a winner in this first fall,
Well,
somebody wins the first
true.
fall.
Like, he
they
had
take
his
a short
spurts
walk,
here and there.
Look at everything and then move
Like,
forward.
The Big Josh run, he mostly had his shit together. The first couple of months of Doink, he had his shit together.
And a championship, like a boxing championship. He goes 15 rounds.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, Al Perez said he was going to shoot on Ric Flair and take the NWA World title for real. And then everybody in wrestling was like, we can't book you.
We'll see here two outstanding competitors.
Because you're insane.
Standing and Bourne coming up. And Bourne has a knee problem now. His legs had gone to sleep on him.
Which is a shame because he really, if he hadn't have fucking said that, he would have been a top star in wrestling. Yeah, he does look. I think they even teamed up in a couple territories. They might have even said they were cousins. Buzz Sawyer and Matt Bourne.
Here's Bourne on the attack, and Perez fights right back. Good shot. And a kick down, and Perez takes advantage of it. Spinning toe hold, this might do it. Is Bourne going to give? Will he concede? That's the spinning toe hold. How much pressure can Bourne take? Again, Perez spins on that. This is his finishing hold.
There's a way to do a toe hold that fucking hurts for real. But the spinning toe hold is one of the funniest fucking moves in wrestling.
Nope, he rolls up the champion. 1, 2, and not quite 3. What a great...
You know what would make this hurt more is if I let go of your foot and then twisted around. Spun around.
Serious trouble like this right now.
Twirled like a ballerina.
Doesn't concede. Knee drop to the left leg, and Bourne, he's going to take a rest. So Matt Bourne surveys the scene from the floor of the beautiful Metroplex Arena on Markville Road, just off Greenville in North Dallas, off 635.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad... wrestling has all sorts of stupid fucking moves. They get over it. I'm just saying that spinning toe hold's a funny move. Hello, Astrofega. So I'm streaming tonight because I would normally be streaming on Sunday night, but that damn Tony Khan took my time slot. And also, I might have mentioned it Tuesday. I definitely mentioned it in the Discord. The next Off the Grid will also be on a Friday night, 2 weeks from tonight, because of fucking WrestleMania. That Paul Levesque had to take my damn night. So yeah, both Off the Grids in April will be on Friday. And then in May, we should be back to the Sunday night schedule.
Missing that big move. Spinning toe hold here. Drop into the leg. Drop into the leg. Look out.
I don't think he was ever supposed to be unmasked as the Black Scorpion. I just think Al Perez was filling in house shows.
Setting it up.
Oh god, he wanted to stick his finger up Al Perez's ass so bad.
Got it well pressured right now.
Yeah, I don't think Al Perez was... Oh, he almost got a butt shot.
Well, that's a revealing kind of move, but it didn't help Bourne too much. At least it broke the hold momentarily.
Oh.
Inside on the leg again. And Al Perez, the champion. Finish it off with that toe hold that he's famous
And there was
for.
Brett Sawyer under the gargoyle. Yes.
The guy with the size and strength. He loves to play golf. He probably...
And whether or not I would get more viewers or not, which... Yeah,
Matt Bourne.
I want to watch the show with my son. I spend some bonding time with him.
Take the opportunity to recover on that left leg, and a drop in there again on the nerve on the inside of the leg. Oh, that hurts.
Hell no.
This is for the Texas.
Matt Bourne's really good at saying no to submissions.
And Perez is the champion.
Dad, I did not think about that. We were watching Black Scorpion versus Doink, and nobody's doing fucking magic.
In trouble, but trying to fight his way through in this best 2 out of 3 fall championship bout. Here on Texas World Federation Wrestling from the Metroplex Arena in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody told Al Perez he was going to be the Black Scorpion, but
was known as Tough Tony.
It was Ole Anderson's final decision, and I think Ole just kind of a couple weeks before they unmasked him went, fuck it, just have it be Flair.
Trying to finish it right there, and Bourne stays on him. Bourne leaning in. Perez attacking.
Hey, Mello. Hello.
Attacking and attacking, and Bourne.
Attacking and attacking.
Working on one leg as Perez drops in again, but Perez took a kick to the back of the head. Great timing by Bourne. Bourne's trying to walk it off right now. Can this be it?
The last show before Mania. If you're going for your kid's gonna have a blast.
And Matt Bourne.
Yeah, your kid's gonna have a blast.
Drop, but he missed it.
WWE shows are great for kids.
And right back in there again is Perez on Bourne, going back for the leg again.
So yeah, if you're going for your kid, you're gonna have a great time. They have all the screens and the lights.
Punishment for Bourne.
They're gonna cut all the favorites are gonna come out and cut promos. Cody will work a dark match. It'll be good.
Stretching up against the ropes. He's got a straddle between the bottom one and the middle one.
Thank you, Estrafega. Yeah, I stream Tuesdays for the consistent WCW Deep Cuts Live. And then off the grid's typically every other Sunday, but this month it's every other Friday.
Perez misses. He collapses into the mat. Bourne made a move. Another move with a kick to the side of the head, and Perez is shaken. Bourne on the
if you're going with your kid, WWE's built for that shit.
Great left hand by Bourne. Corner buckle. Bourne on the attack. Relentlessly pursuing his man. Perez in trouble. And now the crowd picking up the action as they go.
Yeah, that's why I don't think the Black Scorpion was ever going to be Al Perez. Exactly your point. The fans will be like, who the fuck's this guy?
He's lost it now. Forearm shiver on top. 1, 2, and not enough for 3. Bourne just missed it again. Al Perez.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a letdown, but like they built up a masked guy for like 6 months. Anybody would have been a letdown, short of like Hulk Hogan.
Covering beautifully, and Bourne almost took it away from him. And running shot to the top of the head. 1, 2, and not 3 again. Bourne didn't cover him enough. Bourne says this is it. His atomic body. Oh, a turnaround by Perez.
Oh, German suplex.
2, 3, and he got the ball.
they cut to the one fan who is so mad that the top babyface won the first fall. Love it. Free Dog Night referee explaining that Jeremiah was in fact a bullfrog to Matt Bourne. Yeah, they threw out the stuff about training together in like California in '84 or whatever to make you think it was the Warrior, but it wasn't going to be the Warrior. It was the WWF champion.
Reverse shoulder stand, and look at that control of the body by Perez and Renesco's count, and Bourne cannot come out of it.
Right, so that's the first fall.
Move over here and talk to
2 out of 3 falls.
Here, champ. We'll get him ringside. Maybe a little.
Oh, he's just going to do an interview between falls. That's awesome.
You had this thing kind of in hand, and then
the second fall starting, Al.
A guy like Matt Bourne never quits.
I think the referee's legit telling him to get in the ring.
This is the toughest guy I've wrestled in years. And way back then, he was still tough.
All right, Al, thank you very much. Tough is the name. There he is. Bourne, the tough one.
Matt Bourne's...
They're ready to go with the second fall. No interruption here, just going on. 2 falls out of 3. Perez won the first one. Bourne cannot afford a loss in the second one. Perez could afford a fall, but then that would extend the time. And time may be a factor because Bourne is so used to the long haul. As he tells,
yeah, I still think, even with that rundown, I still think Al Perez would have been worse than Ric Flair, as bad as Flair was. I think people would have shit all over it.
He can just go and go and go, and he thrives on that. He wouldn't mind losing the first fall. He'd rather win it. But let him take the second. Let the time wear out the champion.
Come on. Love this. This is good shit, man. This match has been good.
Perez, I think of Ricky Romero.
It is. Randomly throwing out the accent halfway through the match.
Great names.
Ooh, putting the forearm under there, doing like a calf slicer.
Al Perez.
Perez.
Now crossing. Doing a good job here. Barring those two legs.
I love that Matt Bourne appears to be about a few minutes of cardio away from like death. And Al Perez is not sweated one bead.
The leg scissored and that drop, and that really puts Bourne in trouble. Again, now Perez taking over early here in the second fall.
Who said he was new?
Would expect Bourne to strike much quicker, strike much harder. But Perez stayed right on top. He knew him. He had a little psychological part of this was the fact that Perez slipped what looked like Bourne's winning move. The Bourne may have worried about that. Hey, don't you tell me what to do out here.
Matt Bourne's pretty funny. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Rubbing the elbow against the face to get out. That's some good shit.
Came up.
These boys be working. Oh!
Always like the challenger, the underdog maybe. And undoubtedly the challenger would be thought of as the underdog. That was a nice pop back that Bourne had. But notice Matt is having trouble.
Oh! Right on his forehead.
His legs because Perez has kept so much pressure on him.
Again, it's hard to talk over good matches. I can't riff on them.
Bourne and Perez. Want to remind you
this is some good shit. I like this. I keep saying I like it, but I do. I like this match.
So come join for the action and the excitement. And a big event on December 8th. Amateur boxing.
This ref can't do anything.
Great event. Sporting event.
Oh, I thought the cameraman was trying to pull the ref out.
Toe-to-toe now. Bourne and Perez. Perez the winner of the first fall.
Kind of a dick move by the babyface there. To rub the laces of the shoes across his eyes.
Now he drops on that left leg. And the crowd pulling for Bourne to pull.
That's kind of what they did, though. I don't think any two Black Scorpions looked alike.
He has a long journey. Good move by Perez coming off the ropes, and Bourne collapses on the mat, comes right back, staggers, takes another shot across the head.
I don't think they meant it to be comedy, but hey, not that Chris Benoit. I'm thankful you're not that Chris Benoit. Because if you were that Chris Benoit, you'd be haunting us from hell.
Broke it out of there, and time rolls on.
Almost 20 minutes into this match.
Shot to the head of Matt Bourne. Perez diving in the corner.
That's one thing I can definitely say about this match, is if you listen to the crowd, they are engaged. And this is a match that you would think would kind of bore a crowd.
20 minutes gone in this bout, a count of almost 3, and Matt Bourne taking a lot of punishment from a rejuvenated Al Perez, who won the first fall.
They are doing amateur boxing and roller derby when they are not promoting wrestling. And I'm sure they're open for roller rink nights too. They're just not promoting.
Now dropping.
Also concerts. Oh my gosh! Don't stand on the man's throat like that. Because danger. I would maybe do a deep cut on the Reborn gimmick. I kind of feel like a lot of people know about it.
They'll never miss any action at the
we'll see.
Arena. It's right there, and it's right here. Perez onto the top rope and over the top into that metal pole, and Bourne has an opening. If Matt has enough left, he has a chance. And Al Perez went flying, thought he had the finish.
That was a sweet-ass sequence.
By Bourne. 1, 2, and 3, and Matt
oh, look at that. Yeah, no, American Ninja might have had the best corner flop in wrestling history. Bryce, I believe this is right after Al Perez's quick WWF run.
Almost down and out in the second fall.
I believe he was there in early 90, and this is November 90.
With a great finish. Perez went over into the top rope. Let me just
I referee.
just a second to see if
Yeah, November 1990.
stand right
Yeah.
here, and we'll
That's
pick up
when
that
this
at
is,
the
and I'm
corner
pretty sure Al
after
Perez was there early 90,
that finish.
maybe 89.
Here's Matt coming up. Now watch this great move he puts in here. The bear
That's a
hug,
sweet belly to
flying
belly.
body, and then
Sweet.
Bourne on top. 1, 2, and 3. What a great finish. Matt. Well, they're back to action. Go ahead, Matt. That's okay. I thought you had lost it there for a minute. Great turnaround.
What reject Anderson is this?
That's where you've gotten a little rusty being out of professional wrestling. You just watch, Mercer, and you'll see that all you got to do is listen to Matt Bourne, and you'll know it all.
I told you that he is a confident man. All right, here's the third fall.
Okay, so I think Matt Bourne is now way more over than Al Perez.
A great turnaround. Well, he
I like Matt Bourne too. Yeah,
great turnaround.
I agree, Elias.
I thought you lost it. Oh, Bourne wants to get off to another strong start here. Talking about one of the great champions in Lou Thez, who came back to win that 8.
I mean, yeah, Bill Mercer's more famous than almost all those wrestlers in the Dallas area. So it makes sense he gets all the screen time. And I love the intense wrestling.
Violent struggle in the corner. With Ernesto in the middle, and now it's just a brawl in the rope. Trying to find some room. The championship is just a count of 3 away. Perez, hold it up. Perez,
I think a few folks have mixed them up that way through the years. Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, yeah.
And Matt Bourne has the support of the fans.
Go, Matt, go. Go, Matt, go.
Certainly Perez knows he's in a challenge for the championship.
The fans are engaged, and they just keep finding these pockets of fans that are not paying attention to the match at all.
And the count can't go until now it can start, and Bourne has the chance to go back. This is the main event, the championship event on Texas World Federation.
That's not the name of the company.
This is the championship, the heavyweight champion. Right there, Al Perez putting his hands into the face of Matt Bourne. Kick inside by Perez. Working again. A long stretch by Perez. Like a ballet dancer, just taking a high fly split. Perez flying ahead. Standing headlock right now by Al Perez. And Matt Bourne in some trouble, but as strong and tough as he is, he's come out of a lot of tough and serious situations in this match. Well, Bourne has not been able to finish.
Exactly. This is a bingo crowd.
Nor has Perez. Made it on a spinning toe hold, but here's a tremendous move by Bourne.
Right in the heart of Texas.
But Perez on his shoulders, and they're both shaken up though after that when they both crashed on the mat. A knee lift to the jaw and head, and Perez is shaken, but both men are weary. Both now fighting on instinct and calling for a reserve. And the crowd almost 100% for Matt Bourne. Time rolling along. And about 3 minutes left on the total time of this bout.
Yeah, it's wild because I thought Matt Bourne was the heel. I love the one guy. Fucking impress me. Do some punching. Do some real fighting.
And a crowd really in Matt's corner right now as they struggle in an opposite corner.
That's a good punch.
Perez,
high fly drop.
Now very quickly.
Perez isn't Seth Rollins. Yeah, I think people actually would kind of mix them up back in the day when Seth first got over on a national scale.
About 3 minutes remaining. The time is now a factor for Bourne. Time is a factor now. Perez can hold on. It's to his advantage. For Bourne, he wants to finish it. I think the perspiration, the appearance is of the amount of extended energy that these men have had. Elbow lift inside by Perez. Another inside. Bourne on the top
Yeah,
rope.
3 minutes left. Let's go to a chin lock. Exactly.
Nice knee and lift inside.
Oh, that was sweet.
Up 1, 2, and not 3. Oh.
I like that. That was a sweet transition into that pin. That was cool.
A couple of minutes left. 1, 2, and again the right shoulder up, and Perez comes up. Trying to set up his man. Here comes Perez off the rope. And a sleep hold by Meyer.
A sleep hold.
Matt Bourne with a sleep hold on Perez. Bourne with just time. Time that might be enough as Perez is caught in a sleep hold by Matt Bourne. The championship.
A sleep hold, not a sleeper, a sleep hold.
Perez slips out. Bourne still after him. Perez.
Come on, guys, let's pick it up.
Good chop by Matt Bourne. Back in there again. Trying to put Perez away. Trying to win that championship, Bourne. Just 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
60 seconds left in this championship bout, and Matt Bourne.
Don't make me run, I'll get all sweaty. Yeah. God, Matt Bourne's sweaty here.
Busted Bourne's chin. Perez with a great drop underneath. Comes up with a left hook to the midsection. And Bourne losing his advantage. Perez fighting now. Time running out.
Up.
Perez, first fall. Bourne, the second fall. Trying to come up with a suplex. But Bourne won't have it. Perez trying to come up with a suplex.
Oh!
Missing. Forearm shiver. And down goes Bourne.
Why can't he call a clothesline?
Perez.
Do not get it.
Time just about running out.
Pow.
And there's the bell ending the bout.
All right, time limit draw.
The bell rings, the bout goes on as the referee has to.
Come on, guys. I got some rolling papers in the back. Got you guys a deal, 30% off. The finest train I could grow in my closet.
Al Perez retains the Texas Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship.
Al Perez.
They're both baby faces. Okay.
As Matt Bourne.
I thought Matt Bourne was a heel.
Challenged beautifully. But Bourne stays in there.
Yeah, I think they're building to the next show. Like, I'm sure they had a rematch, no
and
time
Matt
limit.
Bourne doesn't concede easily. Okay.
Code of honor? Will it be?
As good challenger, as good champion.
We follow the code of honor here.
Looking at each other, and there's the handshake.
There we go. ROH. ROH.
Showing the class of challenger he is. And Al Perez, the class of champion that he is. So there it is, Al Perez.
And the fans are bolting out the door.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
What a rush. My name is Gary Hart. And when I get out of line, I always go to the chiropractic clinic.
I love the idea of somebody watching a wrestling show in Texas in this era and having to be introduced to Gary Hart.
Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're out of line, Dr. Kevin Witt can get you back in. He's your man.
Yeah.
It's a rematch, December 1st. Austin and Stud against the Simpsons, Steve and Sean. A 1-hour time limit, and that's just exactly what Steve Austin, the Simpsons, wanted.
Well, you know, that's the Simpsons wanted that.
Sure, they wanted 1 hour.
Simpsons wanted that.
They think they can wear you down.
Well, you know, that's the problem right there. You know, the only reason we didn't take care of the Simpsons in the first place, hey, they're a couple of high-flying guys. I'll give them credit. They're in shape. But me and Stud, that's our strong point, baby. We've been in the gym. We've been tossing the bricks around. Hey, a 1-hour time limit is right up our
They don't
alley.
have bricks
So
at the
1 hour time
gym.
limit, 1, 2, 3. The Texas Wrestling Federation champions will rule supreme.
Yeah, but they think that
Wait, they're the champions?
I don't think so, Stud. Will we run out of gas or not?
Hey, baby, like it or not, we got enough
Hey,
gas
baby.
to go.
Well, gas to go. That's what they want. That's what they got. Austin and Stud.
I believe
against the
Gas to
Simpsons.
Go is the
Metroplex
station
Arena,
down the
December
road.
1st. It's a 1-hour time limit. It's big time Texas.
Down the
wrestling.
road on Greenville Street.
Who says lightning can't strike twice? Not your Toyota dealer. Since last month's great savings are back with even bigger deals. Like a fuel
The Black
efficient
Scorpion
four-wheel drive
strikes
Celica.
again.
High performance at a low price, starting at just $12,698. Wow, just $12,698. And there are great deals on all the great.
I think God's trying to kill him.
But hurry, even though lightning strikes twice. 3 strikes
Keeps
and you may
throwing
be out of
cars
luck.
down at him. Lightning bolts.
Good King Wenceslas looked down on.
Hey, Bronson Pinchot.
Bodacious Christmas from the B-Man and U.S. Videotel.
The
And a
B-Man.
super neat New Year. The Bronster's really psyched with Christmas
The
spirit because today
Bronster.
came crawling back.
Tis the season to hot-footed to any U.S. Videotel mall location. Get a demo. Register for a chance
Called
to win
himself
thousands
the
of prizes like TVs,
Bronster.
CDs, and trips to Hollywood.
She's never gonna guess what's in her stocking.
No purchase necessary. Call for details. Mother, time for carols.
Before you
The
choose a body shop,
Bronster.
do they know where to look for hidden damage? What about Unibody Construction? Are they skilled in the latest technology? How about color matching? Can they deliver? If you don't know, you
Maybe it
better
was
get
worked
Mako.
lightning she got struck by.
When you told your husband that your child was your father's baby, how did he take it?
On the next Sally Jesse Raphael.
He was like, you must wear this wig for the rest of your life.
You tried to kill yourself?
Yes, I did.
An unthinkable truth.
My husband knew that I was raped, but didn't know who it was by.
Unspeakable acts.
We want to hurt this person.
Real stories on the next Sally.
I love that it looked like the
Tonight at
guy
9 on
grew
Channel
that
27.
mustache for the costume.
A night of sometimes violent and certainly exciting matches here at the Metroplex.
A night
Arena,
of
Texas
sometimes
World Federation
violence.
Championship Wrestling. A group of the
that was
world's
Jenny
greatest wrestlers in
Jones you're
action
thinking of,
before an
Richard.
excited crowd. And we want to show you some of the highlights of the evening. So let's turn our time back right now. as
Did we just
wind it up
watch
and
all
look
this
at,
shit?
A few of the highlights of these great bouts. Coming up first, here is Steve Simpson and Steve Austin.
The highlight of this
And the
match in
stud against
Irish.
the
Oh,
Simpsons, Steve,
I thought it was going to be the
and a
ref
clothesline
bump.
by Austin right there. The Mean Green Machine. This bout,
Please show the rough bump again.
so rugged, so enduring, that both sets
So
of wrestlers
rugged,
have
so
agreed
enduring.
that they want a rematch, and that comes up on
En-
December 1st.
enduring
right here at the
Steve
Metroplex
Austin?
Arena. A 1-hour time limit, so that Steve and Sean Simpson against Steve Austin and the California Stud.
They have both
can have plenty
major
of time
matches on this show ended in
run
time
through the
limit
gamut
draws.
of their whole idea of wearing down the Stud and Steve Austin. Moving on to another bout, Terrence Garvin took care of the Angel of Death and also his partner, Ali Farouk. Farouk went down.
Ali?
The Angel of
Like
Death went
Austin
down.
and Ali?
And Garvin then decided, here's a good time to put a body slam in and win the whole.
I mean, that's a sweet power slam, but I still don't understand
pair against one,
how you could pin a manager.
So Terrence Garvin with a big upset, but the tune that was finally played was by the Angel of Death. John Tatum made a great move right here. Percy Jackson in action, but John
we just
Tatum
skip over the American Ninja
and slowed
completely.
The to a victory.
I think we just skipped
Hollywood
right past the American
John
Ninja.
Tatum on the count. Big John with his win.
Big John. I don't think anybody ever called him Big John.
And this
Yeah, we just
main
skipped
event.
past the American Ninja. Poor
the
guy.
Texas World Federation Championship. A couple of outstanding.
That was a
and
really
as,
good Dragon
Matt
Sprint.
Would tell you the
Amazing
world's
form.
greatest wrestler, Matt Bourne. Al Perez throwing his spinning toe hold in right there, dropping it on the leg of Bourne. It was a 2 out of 3 fall match. Perez and Bourne running through their whole repertoire of exciting moves.
running through their spots.
Flying.
Yes, Angel of Death, commentator from Bodyguards versus Bandits.
Bourne taking the
Indeed.
brunt of that.
Bungee to death to the tree.
Bourne,
What did I say? Bungee to death.
He
Oh, no.
turned it around, and it's a count of 2, and right out of there, Perez saving himself.
Right out of there.
The kind of action that kept the fans yelling for Matt Bourne, the challenger. A big
Sweet
bear
ass
hug
suplex.
over the top, and Bourne.
Like, you think American Ninja was in the locker? Why the fuck aren't they playing my highlights?
And picking up.
I did a sweet ninja
It was a
chop.
fall apiece, and time limit ran out, and Perez defended his championship. A bit of the action, a lot of the action, here at the Metroplex Arena, where Texas World Federation Championship Wrestling gave the fans more than their money's worth. One thing we got
I think
to
they all
remind
got
you
in
about
for
is
free.
that Gary Hart is the matchmaker. He's the booker.
Another
And
Gary
he said,
Hart promo, yes.
for me to pass on to you that if you're looking for some exciting competition for your community, then give him a call at 817-731-3906. That's
Yeah.
the booking.
You realize how many
And Gary
fans
Hart
called
will be
that
glad
number?
To, talk to you about the
chat with Gary
opportunity to
Hart.
bring these great wrestlers into your community and to provide a show, whatever it might be that you could use them for. Coming up on the event of December here at the Metroplex Arena, we've got
The
wrestling on
event of
1st,
December.
coming up later
Great
in the
show
month,
name.
and on Christmas
I
night.
could see the Bill
We've got
Mercer,
a lot
Bob
of
Newhart
excitement coming up
resemblance.
here at the Metroplex.
The
you'll join
headset's
us
not staying on,
and
bud.
enjoy this great array of wrestling talent. We showed you one that's coming back, Abdullah the Butcher, and look forward to the time that you'll be able to see him in action here at the Metroplex Arena. 9244 Markville in North Dallas. Well, I'm Bill Mercer, and
That's where I'm from
thank you for
originally,
joining us. Hope you
Markville.
enjoyed the evening. Gary Hart has one final message before we
God.
leave, and then we'll see you next time. Here's Gary.
Hey, I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight, and Bill Mercer was supposed to come by and play some chopsticks with me, and I even put a little high seat here, you know, for the little short fella, Mercer.
Oh.
I hope you've had a good time, and if you
Bits.
like what you've seen here tonight, please stay tuned to KDFI TV and drop by the Metroplex Arena. I think you're going to enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Hey, fancy graphic. Again, I don't get the World Federation part. Michelle Silverstein, created by Gary Mickey Grant, the guy from the documentary, of course. It felt more like a Christmas special than a wrestling show. Vicky Sterling, Kara Sue Allen, only in Texas. Ian Waller, let's see who else here. They had a slow-mo guy. A lot of people worked on this show. Soul J. Copyright my ass. Love this song. Alright, so before we go, if you weren't with us Tuesday when I previewed it, here's what we'll be watching this coming Tuesday on Twitch for WCW Deep Cuts Live.
Try to bring him out right now, or else Black Monday, Nitro, I won't kick his ass.
All sorts of things just happened there. I'm sorry. That was a whole kerfluffle of buttons I clicked. But hey, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Again, I know Fridays are a weird night to be doing something like this, but hey, I'm a weird guy, and we are weirdos. Okay, thank you for your fellowship, your hang, and for spending your night with me here off the grid. Again, I'll be back Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Twitch for WCW Deep Cuts Live, and then off the grid I'll be back 2 weeks from tonight, another Friday stream. So that fucking WrestleMania. So yeah, appreciate you all. You're the best. Without you, I can't do this, and I love doing this. So yeah, take care of yourselves. I'll see you Tuesday. Go to bed.